times 5 at 10.
How does that work?
So today, as you can see, I'm in the drum room here at the Prindle School. You can see I've got the drum set behind me right over there. And what we're gonna do today is we're gonna learn a little bit about rhythm, and we're actually gonna learn how to play a drum beat. And we're gonna learn actually how to play it on our body. So if you don't have a drum set, it's totally fine, you don't need one. But then I'm also gonna show you how to play it on the drum set just for fun, so you can see how it all fits together. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna learn 3 basic rhythms. And all you need to do is find yourself a chair that you can sit on, just like this, okay? And what we're gonna start with is we're gonna start by learning how to count and tap eighth notes. And so if you have ever seen eighth notes before, they look a lot like quarter notes, which we've definitely seen before, but they have a beam connecting them together into pairs. So it looks something like this. So what you see in front of you right now is 8 eighth notes. And if I wanted to perform 8 eighth notes, what I would do is I would count 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So each group of eighth notes gets a count followed by an and we represent the and with a plus sign. And so that would sound like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So what I want you to do is I just want you to take your right hand and just tap on your knee in front of you. Okay, and so let's try that together. Ready, set, here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And that's what eighth notes would sound like. Now, what we're gonna do with our left hand, with our other hand, is we're gonna play on 2 and on 4. So we're gonna play our 8 eighth notes, but when we say 2, we're gonna add a tap with our left hand. And when we say 4, we're gonna add a tap with our left hand. And so that's gonna look like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So let me demonstrate that one more time and then we'll try it together. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right, let's try that together. Ready, set, here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right, so you're well on your way. We only need to add one more thing to this beat. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna stomp with our right foot on 1 and on 3. So we're gonna keep counting that: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, but when we say 1, we're gonna add a stomp, and when we say 3, we're gonna add a stomp. So I'll demonstrate that and then we'll put it all together. So it's gonna look like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So let's try that all together, see if we can put it all together. So we get a stomp on 1 and 3, a left hand tap on 2 and 4, and then the eighth notes with our right hand. Let's put that all together. Ready, set, here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right, let's try that one more time. Ready, set, here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right. Now what we can do is we can loop that, meaning we can play it and then repeat it over and over and over again. So why don't we go ahead and do that a few times in a row? Let's do it 3 times in a row. Ready, set, here we go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right, so now I'm over here at the drum set, and I just want to introduce you to a couple of the drums here. What I have right in front of me is something called a snare drum. A snare drum makes kind of a high sound, right? It's a very loud sound. And then I've also got a pair of cymbals that are one right on top of each other right here, and this is called the hi-hat. And sometimes you can play the hi-hat what's called open, which makes this sound. Or you can close it, and you would close that with a little pedal. You can't see it, but it's down here on the floor. So I'll close it with the pedal, and it makes that sound as you're closing it, or you can strike it, and it makes a different sound with the stick. The other thing that I have, again, which is down here on the floor, is I can push a pedal for the bass drum, and it makes a low sound like that. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna sit right here on this stool, and I'm going to play the drum set, playing the beat that we just talked about. So the thing we started with was eighth notes with our right hand tapping on our knee, but instead what I'm going to do is take this drumstick and play with my right hand on the hi-hat. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then with our left hand on our other knee we added 2 and 4. So I'm going to add that on the snare drum. So I have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then with my right foot I'm going to play this low drum. I'm pushing a pedal that's then bumping into a large drum known as the bass drum. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to play 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And that's what's known as a basic rock beat on the drum set. Now what's cool is you can mix up the pattern that you're doing with the bass drum down here with my foot. I'm doing this right here. And that can make different cool rhythms. So you can do things like or so I can change the pattern that I'm playing with the bass drum, and that creates some different rhythms. And I can also change the pattern I'm playing with the snare drum as well. So you might get something like so what you'll notice that all those beats have in common though is that I'm keeping a very steady eighth note pulse here with my right hand on the hi-hat cymbal. All right. So, there's your basic introduction to how the drum set works. Again, even if you don't have a drum set at home, just try the beat that we worked on using your hands and stomping your foot on the ground. Or if you happen to have a drum set at home, you can go ahead and give this a try on the drum set as well. Thanks so much for joining us. We hope you liked the video. If you had a good time, come see us again. We're here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 10 a.m. Or just click the subscribe link below and YouTube will let you know anytime we release a new video. See you again soon. Bye.